Okay, let's see. I'm gonna be working on... This is mainly just like a rough draft, where I have like, it's in anatomy stages and stuff. Also, let me turn down my fan real quick because it's blowing really loud, and I know that that's going to bother a lot of people. Shoot. Alright. Also, hold on a second. Hey, Val. Welcome in, sorry. Also, the person that was saying, you know, blah, 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 loser or whatever, they were pissed off at me. Here's my thing. You want my honest advice with YouTube, especially as a female content creator? Be careful. Like most of the time, and I can say this as a guy, because I know how other guys think, just like how you know how other women think. Here's my advice. When it comes to the pervy comments or like, oh, you're so beautiful and other stuff, be careful. Because I can say this with a great deal of salt. Most of the guys, like most of those type of comments, there are some that are genuine, but there are some are just guys just trying to get in your pants. Just gotta be honest with you. Because there are women that do that crap too to guy content creators. It is not a fun thing. Also, hey Connor, welcome in, man. It's one of those things on YouTube that I always am wary about, like with people commenting and stuff like that. You really have to like almost guard yourself to some extent. Like you have to be friendly, but you have to like, I don't know. Oh, thank you for that. Yeah. Because, like, that's why some of the comments, like, I was trying to, like, because I know how other guys think. I'm 22, for me, and, like, you're 16. So, like, seeing a bunch of people, like, kind of, here's my thing. I know how people think. And there's sometimes, like, people hide behind screen names and stuff like that. And my thing is, you always gotta be wary where you have to guard yourself, because you got to be friendly, but you also got to know when to draw lines and be like, hey, enough of that. Like, I'm not your mommy. I'm not this. Like, I appreciate the compliments. Thank you. Like, you don't want to get the ego to go to your head, like, and stuff like that, but you also want to, like, find a good balance. You know, I've had to learn that a lot, especially with streaming and stuff like that, because it is so easy. Like, because like sometimes like you also have you can get stalkers and stuff like that, especially female content creators, and that's what that's always worrying, because you hear all these weird stories and stuff like that, and guys are the worst. Also, life's good. Right now, because I am going to be doing a live stream marathon tomorrow, we're going to be watching through every episode of 5 Years Later up until episode 12 comes out. So you guys will be in for a treat tomorrow. So that's why I'm doing this little fan art rough sketch today. Or not even a rough sketch, but stuff like that. Also, I don't want to worry you or freak you out, Val. I want to give you advice because, like, I have sisters, and I've always been the type of person that kind of, like, always tries to look out. It's okay, don't worry. Yeah. And, like, because of how older I am, I have, like, a different set of advice. And that's why, like, when I saw that injury on your arm, like, I don't care who it is. If it's a complete stranger, I've always been a compassionate person. If I see an injury, I care. Like, I have a big heart on me. and I give a crap. I don't care who it is, and you know how old you are. It doesn't matter. Like, I'm a very caring guy, and like I don't like anyone hurt. So like I saw that, and because I never noticed that before, I was like, yeah, it's a long story. Yeah, I figured, and like you have the right to your privacy. Hell, that's a big reason why I'm faceless. I will say that the downside to being public and having a face to your name sometimes is that it negates your privacy, and you and stuff like that. That's why I sometimes like being faceless, because it gives me a little bit more lean room on privacy, what I can do, what I cannot, like, and stuff like that. Of course, I always try to stay in a lean room of appropriate, distancing myself from fans a little bit, you know, keeping you guys separate. And that's the thing of, like, with YouTube stuff, like, you have to learn that, because, like, there's been a lot of drama with content creators that have pushed the envelope in what's appropriate and what's not. I won't say any names, but you guys get where I'm going with that. But so, and plus, when somebody gets pissed off at the mod for doing their job and being like knock that shit off, it kind of just proves your my point. So like you gotta know, like, really have to like get to an understanding when you're doing streaming of like stuff. Well, I actually ended up in the psych ward. My parents took me over. Yeah, and that sucked. I'm so sorry, but like, you know, at least you might hate your parents for doing that, but sometimes in their own, it sometimes can be the best thing for you in the moment without even realizing it, because like I never had to be committed, because I the moment I realized, and I won't go into detail here, I was doing that type of stuff, like what you were doing. Dad and me literally had a very long chat, and it was a very terrible bit, but it was like it was something like I in the moment I didn't like it, but it's like I realized that I'm glad he kind of you know, yeah. Because, like, at first you might hate your parents, like, oh, blah, 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 but, like, the thing is that they're only ever trying to protect you. Even if that's from yourself. And you may not even know why you're doing it, you may not get it, but sometimes that's just the thing. Also, yeah, I gotta... Alright. But tomorrow, so, I'll give you guys an idea. I am going to be doing a live stream, or a however long live stream. We'll be watching through, each episode of 5 Years Later, the motion comic on YouTube, so... from episode 1 to episode I think it's 11, since that's the newest, that's the last one they ever uploaded, until episode 12, and we'll be watching episode 12 live. So it'll be almost like a marathon of the motion comic. So, you guys are in for a real treat. But I do have some sad news. You guys probably saw it on the community post. The voice actor who played Rose Quartz, and also sad. Also, Ember McLean sadly passed away, which really sucks because like it's one of those things where it's sad. Like it's really sad because you never know. That's the saddest part, is that you never know. Also, I'm looking up reference for 5 years later Danny next to what I already have on the side. So there is that. I try to take, if I'm ever a mod in someone's chat, I always try to take that job seriously because, especially if, when it comes down to it, you never know. So if you guys ever have me modding in your guys' chat, if and stuff, I always try to be doing the right thing and here and all that. Yeah, I'm back. Let's see. I'm back. Also, back to the art collab you wanted to do. I'm getting my art app, Procreate. Oh, cool. I can't wait to see what you do with that. I would love to. I don't know how we can do this. We'd have to like set it up. I think you would have to like find a way to set it up on your end to like see if I can join, or find a way to like live stream the art or whatever. It'd have to be one on both our ends. But yeah. Also, the link I put in the chat, at least on your live, was to an animation I did for my art only channel. Let me put it right here. Give me a second. I'm gonna put it in the chat of the live stream. I basically took some assets and stuff from pixel art from the Danny Phantom games on like DS and other stuff, and I tried to make a little mini animation to give a good idea of like, oh, this is maybe blah blah blah. Well, I have that channel is like one I have some animations and like rough stuff over there. So like I basically I put out like little animations, casual drawing stuff only. But as for tomorrow, I will be, because this is what I wanted to share with you. I'll be putting it in the chat here. I'll be streaming all the episodes anyways, but if you wanted to watch ahead, this is 5 years later. It's a crossover fan comic between the shows Danny Phantom and Ben 10, which is actually what I'm doing fan art of right now. And stuff like that. Also, I will say some people, some audience is younger. I do have to keep that in mind when I'm modding. But the thing is, like, regardless of being younger or teenagers or whatever, like, there's some lines you have to like respect. And like it's one of those things where I've realized when doing stuff, especially like content creation, Val, it is not really the easiest space of like, I'll be honest with you, it's not an easy space regardless if you're a guy or a girl, especially if you're a girl. oh, I like the video links. Thank you. Because I've had some like stories from friends, like some female content creators, some guy ones. The female ones, there's a lot of stuff you got to worry about, and it's kind of sad. Like, I hate it for them because like they've told me, it's like, it's fun to do content creation. The worst part about it, if you're a girl, and like I always kind of find myself kind of feeling bad a little bit, is that you have to deal with really pervo guys. Yeah, there was a guy who wanted to yeah, like, hell, like TwitchCon. Somebody was telling me in my chat, he's like, don't ever go to TwitchCon, blah blah blah. And I was watching the story behind this, and it was just like really, really bad. Like, really bad. Like, guy tries to at like a one of those like greets or whatever, and I guess the security guy pushes him away, but he tries to like kiss one of the content creators or whatever. And like, that's one, boundaries, first of all. And like, some people would say, oh, I'm just being a pick me, but no, that's not cool. Like, that's just basic respect. Like, how would you feel if it's done to you? Like, guy content creators would be the same thing. And I just, it's just one of those things where I'm giving you the advice now, if you ever try to like pursue this stuff further, and I'm not trying to scare you off of it, but I'm saying this because you have to have a balance. When are you going to make the art? Shut up, Connor. Because I feel like there's a lot of things you got to be prepared for that you didn't, like, I didn't realize that I had to be prepared for when I started doing content stuff. It's kind of a like really sad thing that you have to like really think about. 'Cause for me personally, I love doing YouTube stuff. I love like working on animations. I love, I don't have a wife and kids. Shut up, Connor. I saw your comments. I just ignored them, by the way. I saw your little smart aleck comments under the comments of the last stream. I ignored them. So, yeah. I don't know. Oh no. Yeah, I ignored your little smart-ass comments under the last stream. I saw what you put in my comment section. How dare you? Also, I'm having to do a more 2D art style. I cannot rely on the painted style that I've implemented with most of my art. This is a whole new ball game for me. Um, so if you guys are wondering what I'm working on, or what I'm actually doing, I'm wanting to do a poster, or a kind of like fan art poster of 5 years later. And basically do um a rough, like, I got Krita and actual art apps. Oh, cool. I haven't really tried Krita, but well, I tried it once and I didn't like it, and I've just been using this app for God knows how long since then. It's confusing at first, yeah. Well, at least it's not like Clip Studio. I obviously will be refining this right now. I'm just doing like the layers and what's called. Are you a VChat person right now? You mean the little avatar at the bottom of the screen? Kind of. Not completely, but it's just something that was added to Prism, that you can add little avatars if you want. And I basically added one purely for fun, because I have a lot of like VTuber friends that do that type of like content, and I was like, well, I don't like showing my face, and I'm not very much one of those people, so I figured, you know what? I'm a private person, so I figured, why not add, since they have the option. Oh, I'm gonna try it out. Yeah, you can kind of like mess around. The only thing is that, like, it's not perfect, I will admit, because, ow, my legs. Ow, that hurts. It obviously has some bugs, and I'm not working from like a computer, so I have a lot of issues with it where it bugs out or it's being weird. So but yeah, I'm can obviously like mess around with it. They have female avatars. They don't have many male ones, so that's a big reason why I have that. So yeah. Hold on. Ah, come on. I hate when it does that. It locks up and it forces me not to be able to move stuff for a brief amount of time. Hold on. I'm gonna save the sketch. Give me a second. Okay, then I'm gonna go back. Usually stuff like this takes me a long while to draw anyways. Uh-oh. Hold on. Okay. As for the VTuber type of stuff, why is this not... Why is it not allowing me to move? Oh, do I gotta close out the stupid app and then... Oh my god. Hold on. This is the one issue I have with Sketchbook, is that it'll sometimes just lock up and not allow me to draw, like, move my drawings for a brief amount of time. It's really frustrating because I'll be like in the middle of something and like I want to go to move something and like it decides, nope. Plus, Vlad is kind of like a somewhat easy character to figure out or draw from 5 years later. Kind of. Because I can mess around and just kind of... Because Dark Danny is one of the more powerful ghosts. So I put him to the top close to Clockwork because of his backstory being tied to Clockwork. Right now, this is like me working on just the rough anatomy type of sketching, which most of the time is really fun. Because I'm just playing around with ideas. Hold on. Also, What, I hope you didn't mind when it came to me kind of, I try to take it a little seriously when I mod and try to do, because when it comes to doing stuff. Shut up, Connor. Connor, don't make me put you in timeout again. I will do it. Hush it. Smart ass. Shut up, smartass. This is what I gotta put up with. This is what I gotta put up with every damn day. Dear Lord. See, this is what I gotta put up with every damn day. I am gonna do OBS instead. Okay. I don't know how. I think you could. I know that there's ways to like. With some with that you can you can freaking I believe you can I don't know. I can't think. I'm doing like rough anatomy. I don't know. I'm trying to figure this out. Shut up, Connor. I will not allow that in my chat. Removed. Garbage. Got the reference right here, luckily. I didn't download the reference for Dark Danny. I'm trying to figure out what would be the best way to approach this. Shut up, Meg. You want to be treated like Meg? I'll treat you like Meg. Shut up, Meg.
Shut up, Meg. Oh my. Yeah. He started it, so I'm finishing it. I'm Bombay. Okay, so let me look at the reference real quick. This hurts. God darn it. I don't know. I'm 6'4" or 6'4" going on 6'5" and a half. Would you guys want to watch some 5 years later right now? Yeah, because you're a minor. Obviously, I can't do shit. That doesn't mean I can't have another minor beat the crap out of you, though. You didn't foresee that. Good deed goes unpunished. Good deed goes unpunished. Alright, let me pull up 5 years later. Give me just a minute. We'll start off with episode 1, obviously. Since, you know, you guys want to watch it, I guess. Plus, since episode 12 is releasing tomorrow, I was going to do this tomorrow, but I figured, you know what? It is better to do this. Hey, you can't prove I hired somebody if there's no evidence. So, just saying. Just saying. Hold on.
Do you want free internet?
Forever?
You got it. We're offering free fiber-powered internet when you switch for
I could claim that it was joke of sarcasm, good sir. So, just saying. All right. You guys ready? We'll start off with episode 1. If Val's still in the chat, this is what one of the links I sent you. Shut up.
My name is Danny Fenton. I'm 20 years old. I live with my 2 ghost-hunting parents in Amity Park. They're the world's leading scientists in ecto-energy technology. When I was 14, I was in this sort of accident that gave me ghost powers. I could walk through walls, disappear, fly, and a whole bunch of other stuff too. With them, I became the ghost-fighting superhero, Danny Phantom. Keeping this secret from my folks was almost as hard as saving the day. Turns out, decades before me, the same accident happened to my dad's old lab partner, Vlad Masters. But he decided to use his power for evil, eventually becoming my arch nemesis, Vlad Plasmius. One day, the cosmic comet we called the Disasteroid was headed towards Earth, forcing us to reveal our secret identities to save everyone. But Vlad wanted full global dictatorship in return for his help. The world saw Vlad for who he really was, and when his plan backfired, he was left stranded in space. He's now banished from Earth, and has been missing ever since. A lot has changed since then. My sister Jazz moved away for college. My best friend Tucker is now the youngest mayor of our city. And my fiancée Sam, she travels the world hosting peace rallies. It was hard to say goodbye, but I guess the simple life was more me anyways. Instead, I help my dad with his projects at Fenton Works. But what we work on the most is his greatest invention, the Ghost Portal. We use it to travel between the Ghost Zone and our world. It's what gave me my powers in the first place. After the Disasteroid, every officer is now armed with Fenton tech, so we can handle any threat that may come. Now that ghost hunting is obsolete, my dad needed a new hobby: cross-dimensional travel. He believed if the Ghost Portal can access one alternate dimension, why not try more, right? But over time, well, I guess he gave up. Since then, he's not really been the same. But I didn't want to let my dad down. I started to study all of his notes. After a period of time of hard work, research, and a bunch of stuff I'll admit I don't really understand, I managed to tap into a different kind of energy. Energy I've never even seen before. Before I told my dad, I wanted to make sure it really worked. I couldn't let him down. Not now. So I decided to explore it myself. I ended up somewhere I later came to know as the Null Void. It was creepy, and that's coming from me. But of course, something went wrong. After what felt like forever, the Spectre speeder started to run out of power. I found this old tower to land on and went inside. I figured there had to be something inside that could help. That's about when he showed up. This is my story.
My proto-tool is picking up large amounts of unknown energy from his body, the same as it recorded from the vehicle outside.
No surprise there. A walking nuke caught red-handed in the Proctor's old hideout? He's gotta be with the Rooters.
Unlikely. The plumbers made it illegal to relaunch the Rooters project after Proctor Cervantes was arrested.
Whatever. I'm still gonna kick his butt. It's hero time!
kid. I know. But hey, it was my first real fight in a long time. And now a big blue cat and a flaming tree are attacking me? Gotta think fast. Haven't you heard you shouldn't light fires indoors? But since you started it... Something tells me that won't hold him for long. So I guess I better gear up. I'm going ghost! Going one. I still got it.
Spectral traces. An ectoneurite.
Gotta put out those flames.
Nice shot, Rook.
I believe I have identified our intruder.
Ice powers. Some type of big chill, I know.
Actually, I have found ectoplasmic elements from the blast he fired at you moments ago.
Think he's some kind of alien hybrid?
Perhaps Cervantes somehow escaped and is experimenting on a new group of children.
Well, now that you mention it, he is a little old for the proper. Damn it, I got him.
Whoa, is that the same guy?
Ghost freak.
I can't phase!
Petey, you're not going to like this then.
Well, this is gonna sting a bit.
Nice. Want to see mine?
Echo! Mind if I invite some friends?
Echo Storm!
Did it work? Undetermined, but it appears your sonic attack has woken up one of the Null Void's inhabitants.
Really? Which one?
Oh boy.
That's not just big, that's way big!
Get ready! Look, tag in! You find the ghost boy.
For a motion comic, it almost feels like an animated show. That's what's amazing about these guys. They put so much work into this.
Hey, you there! Please halt! Sir,
It actually inspired me when making my own comic stuff.
Huge.
that is a mutated Toku star. Our world was invaded using these beasts, so we sent them here in the Null Void to contain them.
Sounded
Nice.
bad news.
Yeah.
Got it.
I highly recommend checking them out. They're called the Ink Tank.
How's it going on your end, Rook?
You have their comic, you can read it yourself, but you can also just watch the motion comic as well.
Dude, what's your angle?
Look, I came here by accident. Now I'm just trying to help. We can finish duking it out later.
Well, if you're serious, aim for the frill on the top of the head. It's a blind spot.
What are you gonna do?
Something cool.
This should be fun then.
Just don't hold back and try not to get in my way.
Ego much?
Speed back. The energy's overflowing inside me. I'm gonna inject it
Yeah.
I had a better idea.
Plus, with Kevin Goff on the team, they managed to get some pretty cool voice talent. And if you know who Kevin Goff is, who voices a lot of characters, you should...
I don't know. Hit it again.
Yeah.
Let's shake things up.
Dun 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 dun. Ooh. That had to hurt.
So, thanks for the assist. We cool?
Yeah, sure. We're cool.
You alright, dude?
Don't tell me I went too hard on you back there.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just haven't been too liberal with my powers lately. Can't really do too many big moves in a row.
Yeah, been there. It sucks. Still, you did pretty good out there.
Danny Phantom. And you are?
I will say, there is, if you do want an actual direct continuation that is canon to Danny Phantom, there is the graphic novel Glitch in Time, which I highly recommend getting. And also a new one that was just released November 4th, I believe, which was called Fair Game. So I highly recommend checking those out if you ever get the time.
Wait, you don't recognize me?
No. Should I? I was actually gonna ask you the same thing.
Really? How's that work?
Well, for one, there's a giant statue of me holding the earth over my head in the capital of every country.
Prove it.
Oh, there's Vic and Ash.
I am sorry, but this image must have been doctored. There are no recorded sightings, blueprints, or any historical archives of these installments. In fact, I cannot find any record of you at all.
Talk.
And so, I told them everything.
That is quite an interesting tale.
Looks like my dad's inventions work yet again. So this is the null void, huh? I take it this isn't your dimension either.
Nah, it's where we used to keep intergalactic criminals. Now it's more like an anarchy. It's kinda awesome. But no, Rook and I are from Earth. My Earth.
If this isn't your Earth, why are you here?
That big floating metal thing you parked your ship on? That was the evil lair of some guy we took out a few years ago. When you entered, an alarm was set off, so we had the plumbers teleport us in.
Plumbers?
A code name for our alien police force. You'll get used to it. Come on, we'll take you back and see how we can help you.
So this cross-dimensional stuff is just a regular thing for you here?
Literally, dude, you have no idea. Tell me this. You're a ghost, right?
Well, half ghost.
Half ghost? How can you be half ghost? Does that mean you're like half dead?
It's complicated.
Lukic, Dreba, please prepare the guest room. We have another one.
Ben and Rook took me back to Plumber HQ until they could figure out how to help me get back home. But getting home turned out to be the least of my problems. This was only the beginning.
Finally, after all this time, I'm home.
So yeah, that's episode 1 of 5 years later. There's so much voice talent, editing, drawing. Like, this is the type... Okay, I'm gonna say it right now. This is actually the stuff that inspired me when making my videos for my gaming channel. Yeah, there's so much that goes into this stuff, and these guys have been a big inspiration for me for a long time. And I've been following them for forever. It's just been really amazing, and I try to keep up with their stuff. Like, even like when working on my comic, I was just heavily inspired by the stuff that they're doing and just trying to not really mimic it, but like, you know, really, yeah. But yeah, that's just episode 1. So let's get into episode 2. Well, of course, we'll have a sponsored commercial break here. Let's just skip that, shall we? With
It's only fair if I get to tell my side of the story, too. My name is Ben Tennyson.
more accurately, Ben 10.
That's my partner, Magister Rook Blanco. He's an alien.
So, just FYI, for this fan comic, they're going off of the classic series. So you have Ben 10 Classic, Ben 10 Alien Force, Ben 10 Omniverse, and stuff like that. Now, the reboot in this continuity is kind of like a show, so very similar to in the episodes in the classic series where you had Buddy's adventures and stuff. The reboot of Ben 10 is in this universe, but it's a show. So they kind of like worked it in there. So that's pretty cool. But let's get into the backstory because it'll make sense.
I was 10 years old when I found the Omnitrix. It gave me the power to change between 10 different alien heroes. Well, 10 at first. Over time, I unlocked a lot more. And now with Master Control, it's hard to count. Rook and I work with my grandpa Max and the Plumbers, fighting evil aliens across the whole galaxy. There's my cousin, Gwendolyn, professor and protector of Friedkin University. She's been studying sorcery for over a decade. Now she teaches it. And my best friend, Kevin Levin. We were enemies as kids, but he's cool now, mostly. He can absorb matter, energy, and DNA for some freaky combinations. When the world's not in danger, I teach my own recruits at the Plumbers Academy. They call themselves the Orion Squad. I guess you could say my life is pretty awesome. It's hero time!
And also here's what's some pretty amazing Easter eggs here. So I'm a big Ben 10 fan, just as much as a Danny Phantom fan. These two designs up in the front row are almost the classic versions of the Ben 10's parents from the classic series. And that character over there is the grandson of one of... what is it called? There's an episode in Ben 10 Classic of like he's like a billionaire's kid, and they get kind of stuck. So if you rewatch Ben 10 or Danny Phantom, there are some Easter eggs that they throw in both of these to kind of give you an homage. Even yeah, I know. So you guys you get that and also a tease to other stuff.
But life wasn't always this easy.
The Omnitrix being used as a play toy.
I've lost good people.
You are Ben Tennyson. You can do anything.
I've made many mistakes.
One more should do it.
I've even held the universe in my hands. And things are only gonna get a lot stranger. This is my story.
Yeah! Dun, 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 dun. They even made like an intro. No, and I don't care. I'm not really, I don't care about GT. I'm like, if it's got another delay, who cares? Great. Figures. Not surprising in the slightest.
My own people turned against me. I guess this is what I deserve. first breath of air in years. It's euphoric. Oh, Jack, you old fool.
Bonsai! The fact that they gave, like, Vlad his own little theme is really nice. It has that air of sadness.
Depressing, isn't it?
I am in no condition for a fight. Just take what you want. It's nothing to me now.
Your belongings are meaningless. I am here for you, Vladimir. Now listen closely. I don't like repeating myself. You have no idea how often I have to do that.
Are you asking for my help?
It pains me to say I need it. In return, I offer you your strength.
Wait, what are you? How did you?
I am what some refer to as a time walker. The bounds of time and space to me are nothing more than assets for me to control. However, there is a cost. A cost in which I am tired of pain. And you, Vladimir, are the perfect pawn that I need.
You seem pretty powerful on your own. Why would you need me? My days of violence are over. That path has left me with nothing. Unfortunately, unmetaphorically.
Even if you had a chance at revenge against a certain phantom.
I lived my life on the path.
Sadly,
of
no.
revenge. Now I'm homeless, unemployed, and alone.
Having nothing means there's nothing to lose. You see these lands? You've achieved so much in this world, and yet this world still rejected you. They denied your right to
Because it'd be
lead their
interesting if I did.
dreams. If I succeed, I can give you the entire
I will say...
universe to
Okay, I'm gonna pause this real quick. I will say the voice that they have for Eon in this, spot on, like the original guy that did Eon from Race Against Time. I know that the live action movies get a lot of shit, but I'm gonna be honest with you. Eon was probably the best addition to everything, and they managed to, in this comic series, fix him from how disastrous they've handled Eon afterwards. So, I just wanted to point that out there.
There will be no one to turn you away.
Why would you give me the whole universe? What about you? What do you gain from this?
Oh, with my agenda, I can spare a single universe for your empire. I am after something much bigger.
Also, I challenge somebody to make that freaking helmet. I want to have that helmet made.
Thank you, Zach. We'll let you know if we need anything else.
Zach, you called the Saturdays?
The Saturdays family bloodline has connections with some of the original plumbers, back when their focus was on supernatural instead of alien. I requested any files they had on ghosts. Meanwhile, Gwendolyn is researching cross-dimensional spells to aid us.
For what?
If we can construct a portal that taps into ghost energy, we could access the ghost zone. If I can get to the ghost zone, I can get back to my Earth.
That sounds awesome! Can I come? It'd be cool to see a whole universe filled with ghosts.
Well, not exactly. It's hard to explain. The ghost zone is like a dimension between dimensions. Ah, what flavor is this?
Don't tell me you don't like smoothies. By the way, you were pretty good back there in the Null Void. How long you been heroing?
Actually, I don't do much of it anymore. I mean, I did my part when the world needed me, but my life is on a different path now. And I feel like I've grown out of it. I don't think I'd be ready to get back into it even if I wanted to.
What are you talking about? Being a hero isn't something you just lose. You just gotta get back in the game.
I am going to continue my research on this ghostly energy. Mr. Phantom, once we are in the ghost zone, how do you expect to get home?
Because I have this.
You just always carry that around with you?
The ghost zone allows for guided interdimensional travel. If I enter the ghost zone, this map will show me the way to a rift that leads back to my dad's lab.
There is one problem. We have no idea how to make a ghost portal.
But we do. No, we don't. But we will. Probably not.
You've been here this whole time?
This is Blukich and Driba of the Galvin. They are considered among the smartest beings in many galaxies.
We'll get started on that ghost portal of yours once Gwendolyn arrives.
Commander Tennyson, info report. Permission to intrude.
Relax, Lula. I'm off duty. What's up?
A security threat was sent from Teleporter A to Plumber HQ.
That's Grandpa Max's old shop. Why aren't the security drones handling it?
Deactivated.
And the on-duty attack squad?
Threat level exceeded my privileges, so I came directly to you.
Thanks for the info, Lula. Danny and I will go check it out.
We will?
This is your chance, dude. You ready to go ghost again?
I'm coming too.
No, Lula. I need you to stay here and keep the others in line. If the threat level's that high, it's important that the base is secure. Understand? Relax. We'll be back in 10.
Hello, Daniel. What's it been? 5 years?
Dun dun. Okay, so that concludes episode 2. I will say this is probably one of my favorite bits of like fan media because of what they've done. Because they basically are just continuing the timeline from classic and whatever to really show what exactly like it almost feels like that you could see this being a canon thing. You know, even if it's not, like, it could be considered canon. And that's the best part about it. Because there's no tried and true, like, way of saying it's not, you know? And that's the best part, you know? And, you know, if you guys got any opinions, let me know. I know that I am going to try to work more on the thing here in a bit. Probably. Maybe after stream. I don't know. I know I do got to record some more for video stuff. Which I'll probably do here in a bit or later on. But, yeah. Let's go to episode 3.
Microsoft 365 with Copilot helps you.
Hello, Daniel. What's it been? 5 years?
That's Vlad Plasmius, but I came to this dimension alone. He shouldn't be here too.
A vampire named Vlad? That's original.
Ghost, not vampire. And he has all my powers too.
Oh, I have more than just your powers.
Dude, seriously?
Interesting device. I wonder if my universe has a version of it.
Why don't you let me go when I can show you what it can do, you blue-balled freak?
Oh, what a foul-mouthed delinquent. Do you expect me to loosen my grip and let you just fly out of here?
Nope. I'm gonna kick you in the face first.
I'm going to say this. The voice actor that they have for Vlad is fucking amazing. Sadly, because the OG voice actor for Vlad passed away, I think, like, later on, I think it was, like, maybe... He passed away, I wouldn't say recently, but, like, you know... I want to run into a person named... Eon refers to him as that once, but his, like, Vlad Masters is, like, his name, but he just calls him Vladimir at one point in the story, which I thought was kind of cool. Because it's like it's a very suave, very, you know, but, like, the person that does Vlad's voice in this, mwah, chef's kiss, because they really do very good. I am aware who Vlad is. I know, I'm just saying.
Slingshot going up.
Forearms!
Stronger than he looks.
Dun 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun. True.
Nice to see you again, too, my dear boy.
Never call me that. How did you get here? How are you even alive?
Questions for another time. Shall we continue this little dance of ours?
Stop joking around. We sent scouts. I thought you were finally gone this time. Looks like I'll have to fix that problem myself.
Oh, such harsh words, Daniel. Even in my absence, you grow more like me each day.
I will never be like you.
And a new ghost power, too. What do you call this one? Your phantom flame?
Actually, that's not a bad idea.
Since we are greeting each other with new surprises...
That's my ghostly whale. How did you learn to do that?
5 years alone, isolated in space with nothing but my thoughts. 5 years!
Security Protocol 5.
Nice reflexes.
Oh, god dang it. Ads! Freaking ads! I can't skip them! Skip!
reflexes. What was that? Chromastone should have been able to deflect it.
Ecto-energy. All ghost powers come from it.
Doesn't completely match anything in my files. It's almost unreadable.
So, no ideas then?
I've got an alien that might do the trick, but I've already underestimated Vlad once. To be safe, I'm gonna run ahead and clear the civilians.
Here, take this. An open terrain just outside of town. Buy me some time, then signal me when there's an opening.
You. Pasha. That was close. Oh crap.
Away, and the first thing you do is terrorize a city? You haven't changed at all.
If you really think I'm some one-track-minded fool solely driven by villainy, you have a lot to learn about me.
Well, I would have used the word Fruit Loops, so does that count? And now I have to deal with that.
That looks bad. Wait up! So, he's strong and fast.
I think I need...
Hey, Mr. Tennyson. Fancy seeing you here.
Oh, there's Ash. Hello.
Thanks for saving me. Cool alien. Mind if I get a picture? Say, Omnitrix.
I'm not...
Whoa, it's Ben 10.
Look, it's Ben 10.
Is that the new alien? No, there's no Omnitrix. I can't see. What do you think Ben 10 knows about him?
Focus, Danny. What's going on?
Sorry. Guess I'm a little drained.
You're fighting blindly. You need to study your opponent.
Easier said than done.
That relies heavily on defense and strategy. Manipulating the fighter to his favor so he doesn't have to try.
So if I took his defense away from him... Gotta time this right. Try blocking this!
Using an energy compressor to make your construct denser than mine. Fascinating. You actually startled me.
Not so easy when you're not in control of the battle.
Oh, Please, I only need time. You've got, what, 2, maybe 3 minutes left before you drain yourself?
Ben, are you there? We're in the spot. I can't hold him off any longer.
I expected more from you by now. You're weaker than when we last met. Oh, don't tell me that you've given up your heroics to bum around with your idiotic father.
He's not an idiot. If it wasn't for him, neither one of us would even have these powers.
Oh, yes. Nearly killing your own son. What a scientific breakthrough. However, you and I are only half ghosts. It would be a shame to leave your father's work unfinished, wouldn't you say? Huh? What's this?
Grav attack! You can't phase through gravity.
How long can you hold him?
Long enough. He's all yours.
All right. First question. How?
I'm free. How?
Gravity does not exist outside of time. How was your reunion?
My suit tore.
We'll get you a new one. Come. We have a meeting with our other associate.
This dimension. What? Wait. What?
Where'd he go?
What the hell, Ben? You said you had him.
Dude, he's your bad guy. How can I know he can break physics?
He can't. This doesn't feel right. If you really did have him pinned.
Then something else must have helped him escape. Maybe a teleporter? But why? All he did was fight us, then run. Didn't seem like he was after anything.
There must have been something I missed. I should have paid more attention.
Whatever it is, we got this. We're heroes, remember?
Sir, was your mission successful?
Yes, Master.
Good job, Gurr! I'm sending a transporter rift to your location now.
Alright. But, yeah, that is episode 3. We'll probably watch episode 4 and 5 tomorrow. Or at least some of the newer other episodes tomorrow to prepare. Obviously. And at least for episode 12, crap, here we go, it's being slow again. And stuff like that. Now, hash out. Let's see. Oh, god darn it. But yeah, that is a couple episodes down, at least for 5 years later, which I do, because episode 12 drops tomorrow at like 12. We'll be watching the rest of the episodes to prepare, along with maybe finishing or working on something. I don't know. I don't. Me. One second. Ah, god darn it. God darn it. Hold on. There we go. Give like an idea. Doing a little bit of a rough idea of this just to give me an idea of what I'm supposed to do. I'm going to be doing a poster for all of the Danny Phantom side of things. So, like, most of what we have, at least for Canon Ghosts, and other various things. Now, I obviously have to wait if they ever drop more designs or somebody manages to commission Kuro, because that's another way of getting, like, 5 years later, blah, blah, blahs. You would have to commission him to draw it, which I could use, but whatever. But I will say that yeah. I'll probably try to work on this more, give like a better, you know, rough sketch. God darn it. And, obviously I'm going to try to, figure it out as I go along. Have like some rough sketches. I got darn it. Darn it. How long have I been streaming for? Around an hour. Well, I do need to probably get me some work done for some videos and some editing on the side. So I think I'm gonna probably call it, and stuff like that. I will try to stream again sometime tomorrow, but till then, have a good rest of your guys' night, morning, afternoon, whatever it is for you guys in the world. Peace out. Bye-bye.